คุณจะทำอะไรฉัน
ทำไมต้องไปเชียงรายผมถามว่าคุณทำไมต้องไปเชียงราย
ฉันไปเชียงรายแล้วมันผิดตรงไหน
มันผิดที่คุณไปกับไอ้หมอนั่น2 ต่อ 2ไง
แล้วที่คุณไปไหนมาไหนกับพักตา2 ต่อ 2จนดึกจนดื่นอยู่กันจนถึงเช้า
Top 10 Thailand drama with protective, possessive, and abusive male lead. There is a fairly large trend of protective, possessive, or abusive male lead characters in drama, and even though it might not be very logical to fall for a cool person who act like jerk, we usually end up falling for this rascal anyways. Maybe the term of possessive is a little harsh for some of the characters on this list, but most of the main neither have a tsundere personality, and they have a straight-up bad personality that changes throughout the story. Here are just a few dramas, in no specific order, that have the possessive boys who shamelessly stole our heart. But wait! If you're watching this video, you should subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out our next update. Guaranteed, you will not lose. Leh Sanae Rai. Tell the revenge of the Kong Pop to Namleung's father. Kong Pop's dad and Namleung's dad used to be good friends. They had even invested their own money in the Kong Pop business together. This business is going too well and Kong Pop's father betrays his own friends and steals the whole business for himself. When his father died, Kong Pop returns from the US for a funeral and learns about his father's will. He becomes very angry and wants to return to Namleung. He made her fall in love with him so much that he would sign all the money to her. After she found out Namleung didn't want anything to do with Kong Pop, it was a shame that she realized that she was in love with him. Chabit. The father of Ratree is in a debt with a man called Leh Sanae Rai, who is a well-known member of the Hong Kong mafia. As the ugly duckling of the family, Ratree is a very intelligent student but cannot compare with her sister's beauty looks. Leh Sanae Rai decides to accept her sister as the payback for the high debts of her family. But when the day comes to pay the debt, the girl's father decides to run away with his elder daughter. As a result, Ratree is captured by Leh Sanae Rai and brought to his mansion. Kleun Cheewit. This drama tells of Ratree characters who take revenge on the death of his girlfriends. Jirawat is a hardworking woman who is famous model and actress. Her mother married a proud but rich man who secretly lost after her. After he tried to give medicines to Jirawat, the man left and suddenly hit a young woman on the street, who later died in hospital. Ratree. Tell the story of Kate's father stole money from the Sheikh family, and when she finds out, he starts looking for Kate's father. However, Kate's father ran away. When they find him, he has to go to hospital because of her conditions. There, he decided to sell Kate to Sheikh to pay off his debt, and because he knew Sheikh's family won't unhear and will take care of Kate. Sheikh really began to fall in love with Kate. Meanwhile, Sheikh's ex-wife Itala doesn't believe Sheikh has moved on to Kate and continuously chases after him. Ruk Raeng Kaen. Kim Han and Mook Karin are engaged to be married, but a tragedy destroyed their happiness. Moon, Kim Ham's sister, who was found out, and her husband Tada, Mook's brother, was accused of murdering her. Kim Han is furious that his sister killer won free, and Mook lied to help free his brother. If the law can punish Tada, Kim Han will do it himself, so he feels revenge. He actively molested Tada and broke up his engagement to Mook. In pursuit of his revenge, he caused a lot of pain to Tada, Mook, and other innocent people. Karn ละครั้งหนึ่งณหัวใจ Fasa is heartbroken after her ex-boyfriend cheating on her. Yet, he still has a nerve to ask her to take him back. To avoid him, Fasa's friends took her on the trip to Japan. While she was there, Fasa was held at gunpoint by a Hong Kong mafia named Neung. The man was shot and needed a place to stay the night, so she ordered Fasa to take him to her hotel room. And that's how the story began. Morrasoom Sawat. Sayonpu is the CEO who comes from a gangster background, but wants to turn away from his past and rebuild his life. He meets and falls in love with Krang, an innocent student, but they are separated due to misunderstanding. Khun Ronapee. Khun Ronapee is a brave pilot of the Royal Thai Air Force with a love that goes beyond the ordinary. The youngest of the five sisters, Khun Tayaton. His mother is the first wife. The two of them would break traditions and cross the barrier of nobility so that everyone would be convinced that was seeing the dancer will love her as any other ordinary pilot, not only because of her noble bloodline. Sanaeha Sunya Kaen. Khun, the rich president of KTK Corporations, recently married Kanok, his 7-year-old girlfriend. On the wedding night, the bride Kanok realized that she forgot to bring the wedding gift she made for Khun. He rushed home and to Be Keva. Meanwhile, a young woman named Tawan has just left the airport after learning that his old fiancé has an affair with another woman who was pregnant with him and broke up the engagement. Tawan faithfully supported his fiancé finally and emotionally over the years, sacrificing himself only to find out that he has been using her all along. Anong. Yai caused the death of his stepmother's lovers and ran away from his farm to come back a later after his father's death in order to get his inheritance and get revenge. He fell for innocent Pin, the daughter of his stepmother's loyal servants, but she is already in love with Na, the real son of her stepmother. Finally, among these 10 dramas, how many have you watched? Let us know in the comments below. Take care and I will see you on the next video.